this is the place to be. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I would
You
say
want
you're
it.
right.
People say get in on the ground floor.
Right.
We're still
Here
at
it
the
is.
ground floor.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Welcome to Lifestyle Profiles. I'm Wendy McGowan Ellis, and today our guest is Danny Mehta. Danny, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Wendy, for having me.
Absolutely, and I wanted to have Danny on the show today because he is the brand new president of the Downtown Merchants Association, also known as the Rail District, where everything that's cool is happening in Frisco right now.
Exactly.
So tell us about your position and the history of the Downtown Merchants Association, Danny.
Okay. So the Downtown Merchants Association was formed in the early 90s.
Okay.
And its main mission is to revitalize and grow the historic downtown area, which is now #the Rail District. Things have obviously evolved since the 90s. Back then, I think not too much going on, and the businesses got together and tried to figure out, how to bring business. Now we've got so many people coming. It's like, how do we take it to the next level?
Right.
With all the excitement and energy and new businesses, man, there's no limit to the potential that can happen.
Right.
Over there.
Right.
So we're really excited.
Good. So what are some things that are coming up here in the spring? I know there's some events that are going to be happening.
Yes, our main annual event is the Frisco Streets. If you don't mind.
No, don't mind at all.
This is it.
Love it.
So, yeah, it's going to be May 11th.
Okay.
The day before Mother's Day. We'll have a lot of things for families and mothers, but mainly it's a food truck festival. We are the longest running food truck festival in North Texas.
Wow. Okay.
And we're excited about that. And we've had between 10 and 15,000 people come on average in the past. My goal is to shoot for almost 20,000 this year.
Fantastic.
So
very good.
A lot
and
of
so
excitement.
there's live music in
Yes,
addition to the
forgot to have that,
into the
yes.
food, in addition to the eating. I know there's lots of eating.
Lots
I
of
love
eating,
it.
lots of food trucks, and we're going to have 3 big bands.
Okay.
We have 2 signed up right now. We have the Eagles cover band called Desperado.
Ah.
We're excited to have La Freak there.
So I want to know, I think some people have maybe a misconception about what officially is downtown and what, how that merges into Frisco Square and how those two properties are distinguished from each other. So tell us what the parameters are for the Rail District.
Right, very good question. People are confused. When people say downtown Frisco, they inevitably think it's Frisco Square, where we have the City Hall and the library. Downtown Frisco, historic downtown Frisco, and now as we call it the Rail District, is actually east of the railroad tracks and goes down Main Street all the way to North County and actually past that a little bit more. And then it goes a little bit north and south of there where we have a lot of homes there, and we consider all of that historic downtown Frisco.
So I know you're brand new to this role, but you've been on the board for several years, the Downtown Merchants Board. So what are some of the challenges that you as the board have, or the businesses themselves that are members, and how do you see those improving here in 2019?
Yes, we do have challenges, obviously. I think getting the word out is the main thing. Since we've progressed so far, people have this image of downtown Frisco that there's not much there, and it's really just a pass through on Main Street to get from east to west. But now with all these great businesses down there, restaurants especially,
right,
it's a place to come and stay.
Yes. So Danny, with you being president, clearly there has to be some other people who are involved in the Downtown Merchants. What does that look like as an organization?
Yeah, I mean, with this new year that just started, we have a new board, and I mean, I couldn't ask for a better board. We've got Janet and Steve and Chantel and Melissa. So much excitement, so much energy, so much potential for our area. And the best thing is, we are a volunteer-run organization, so everyone has limited bandwidth in terms of time.
Right.
But the selflessness of what these people are doing, how many times we meet outside after hours, just to keep coming up with unique ideas and on how to improve the rail district.
Right.
And it's just amazing. I mean, I can't speak enough to how much I appreciate how much these people do for our rail district.
Well, I've been to a few of your meetings, and Yvonne Brown, our real estate writer, tends to attend the rail district meetings, the monthly meetings, more often than I do. And one of the things that she and I have both noticed is not only the variety of businesses that are involved, but exactly what you're talking about. The fact that this is a group of people who are committed to continuing to attract people back to the roots of what Frisco was and hopefully continues to be.
Exactly. I think that's the goal for what we're trying to accomplish, especially NAC development coming in with Mr. Churchman. His projects will definitely help make that happen. The patios at the rail is going to be a great project. People are going to come. There's going to be a park on top of the garage. And along with that, we've got the theater coming.
Right.
And that's going to be great for the community. And I mean, there's just a lot of other projects in the pipeline that we know about, and
Right.
hopefully there are others that we don't know about yet.
Exactly.
That are being worked on.
Exactly. So if you're thinking about something, talk to Danny.
Definitely, yeah. Give me a ring. You know what? I am very surprised at as much as we see happening there. I'm surprised that there's not more happening.
You're right.
You would think everyone would flock to downtown Frisco and want to buy property and lease property, and maybe they do want to. And maybe I don't hear about it, but
Right.
if you want to, or you have thought about buying real estate or starting a business, this is the place to be. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I would say
want
you're
it.
right.
People say get in on the ground floor.
Right.
We're still
Here
at
it
the
is.
ground floor.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Here's a personal question. Tell us something about yourself that probably no one else knows, but you wish they did.
Okay. Well, everyone knows me. I'm happily married and have 2 boys, but the most unique thing is actually I'm going to talk about my wife. She's an infertility specialist, but she comes from a Bollywood background. I don't know if you've heard of
Yes.
Bollywood.
Oh my gosh, that's so glamorous.
Yeah. So her family, her father, my father-in-law, was the executive producer for Yash Raj Films, which
Okay.
if we have other people in the community, there's a lot of Indians in Frisco.
Right.
It is the largest film company in India.
Oh my goodness. So this is like MGM Grand, to compare to our.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was the executive producer. He's retired now for 10 years.
Wow.
But all of the biggest films in India in history he was the executive producer on it.
So your wife knows all the stars. in
Yeah, I mean, we
Bollywood.
have
Like, they
pictures
came
with
over to their
everyone.
house.
She grew up with
my
them.
Goodness.
But her parents were like, "You are not going down that line, and you're going to be a doctor."
You're going to be a doctor, and she is.
And she is,
And
yes.
that's wonderful. Well, Danny, thank you so much for being with us
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Absolutely. Everyone, go down to the rail district. Come and introduce yourself to Danny. We've got more signs. I love this.
One more time, please
Fantastic.
come May 11th.
Yes.
This is going to be a great festival. It
All
is
day.
sponsored by NAC Development.
Yes.
And we'd love to have you. You're going to have a great time.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Danny.
Thank you.